Basile, Italian designs with worldwide appeal. Come inside fashion to the Basile factory in Milan and see what goes into the making of the internationally acclaimed line.
I choose a fabric, I choose a color, I choose the sketches, I choose everything, and this is my role. I bought Basile in '79. Before it was a factory of a tailored factory for men only, and I started with women and in '79. It was a very small company. It was an atelier specialized in high fashion for men, and the company is improving every year because our style is the same quality. We have everything in this building. We have offices, we have showrooms, we have factory, we have commercial office and administrative office. We have everything in the same building.
And that building houses the entire Basile factory, where practically every step of the manufacturing process takes place. Skilled craftsmen work alongside state-of-the-art technology to create the ultimate in high fashion. From the factory to the showroom, Basile maintains the high standard of quality that's made it famous.
Basile represents to, especially in America, they've learned to appreciate it, and in Italy, of course, it's regarded as one of the finest made lines that there is. There's a tradition of tailoring, Basile tailoring to our customers, both men and women, complements which many collections and designers are able to do the fashion detail, but they support it with the quality of the construction.
The buyers, they want to have something very classic, very new, very good fabrics, good quality, and good cut for sure. This line is very well known in the world for its quality. It's a very serious factory, and everybody's coming here because the quality of the material of the fabric is fantastic.
Inspiration is very is very feminine, if you want. It's very soft, it's very sweet, it's very elegant and sophisticated.
Making elegant international style, Basile. Fortune has fallen upon Adele Rootstein, the creative force behind her own $20 million enterprise. The next time you pass a store window, look for one of these famous models. She'll be there thanks to the magic touch of London's Adele Rootstein. An insider's look at the making of fashion from Video Fashion News.
Van L'Oréal. Elnet houdt het kapsel goed in model, maar laat het haar ook heel natuurlijk bewegen. Vandaar dat Elnet mijn favoriete hairspray is. Bovendien is het snel uit te borstelen. Elnet houdt mijn kapsels het best in model. Elnet.
Sexy and very wearable and very elegant at the same time. I thought that the clothes were very much for today, for women of today, for a very sophisticated woman, and also for a woman who's not so sophisticated. I think that there's something in there for everybody who likes fashion.
Well, I like the mixture of, I like the American designers and I also adore European. I'm European girl, so I like the mixture of them. And Caroline, she's one of the new ongoing designers.
I find them very feminine, and for me to wear them, it's like having a second skin.
I like it because she cuts things small. I'm very fine-boned, and a lot of times things just sort of hang on me, and they have to be fitted just right. And I love the way they cut the high armholes, everything very small, but with the shoulders padded and everything too gives me a little presence.
I thought the women's clothes were beautiful and romantic and funny, and every collection he has a different frame of reference and he goes somewhere different, and it always surprises me. And I always love the fabrics and the textures. It's also a great show.
Well, Fabrice is one of my favorites. He designed my dress for opening night, and I go to his showroom all the time and look at the clothes. It's the first show of his I've been to, and I love him.
I dress to make myself excited, no matter what it is, if it's jeans and a t-shirt or, you know, the outfit that I wore to the Academy Awards. I enjoy it. It's a form of expression for me, and I like dressing up.
I'm very, very excited about the collection because it's my kind of clothes. They're easy, they're sexy, they move with the body, and you know, I love his style.
This guy is so feminine, such good strict lines, and so feminine. I tell you, it's a joy for a man to watch, really.
The luxurious looks of fashion today, from everybody who's somebody. It's hot off the presses. Today's woman is more fashion conscious than ever before. She's well informed of the latest and greatest new looks. Here's the good news that's shaping up as the fashion pages come to life. This season, the key word is luxury, as designers around the world embellish their collections with opulent fabrics and intricate details.
I really believe that details and finishings on a garment are just as important as the garment themselves.
You couldn't dare to do it, and then Christian Lacroix did it, and then everyone did it. And I think he opened the floodgates for a certain kind of desire that we all have.
There were beads, there was fringing, there were all kinds of appliques, flowers, ribbons, antique Victorian soutache, embroidery, jeweling. Anything that you could think of that would make something look fancy was applied, and often we saw more than one trim on a garment.
From embroidery and passementerie to fur, trims create the most luxurious looks this season. Gianni Versace trims sumptuous leather with fur. And in London, Alistair Blair adds fur trim to glamorize suit dressing. Faux pearls and diamante lovingly trim the little black dress from Patrick Kelly in Paris. Even the classic navy blazer is richly embellished by Chanel for one of the season's newest looks. And what could be more luxurious than velvet? This season, stamped, printed, embroidered velvet is the fabric of choice for understated elegance.
We saw the most beautiful textiles that I think I've ever seen. Wonderful museum quality prints and velvets and all kinds of ornamental fabrics that sometimes were directly lifted from antique furnishings, from curtains or carpeting. We saw wonderful, glittery, sparkly fabrics, plush printed velvets that may have been jeweled or embroidered, and everything had a trim.
Like beautiful velvet and, you know, this kind of thing, so it was very rich. So I think we are in that mood.
A luxury you can afford, right? We wanted to make everybody look like Ivana Trump for the day, but for a millionth of the price.
Velvet, It's a classic fabric that's been reworked for the newest luxe designs. At Chanel, black velvet jackets are elegantly trimmed with rosettes. Bruce Oldfield accents collars and pocket details with velvet for luxurious daytime suits. Printed velvets complement suede jackets with ethnic flair at Byblos. In New York, Oscar de la Renta colors classic velvet dresses in rich shades of green and burgundy. But for the most luxurious evening looks, embroidery is the finishing detail.
Fashion works in cycles. It's almost like the tide coming in and going out. And this season, the decorative urge is at high tide.
I'm seriously into embellishment. The U.S. Customs are going to have a great time with this, you know. They'll say that's adornment, that's unnecessary adornment, 55% tax.
I love to embroider on them or trim them or embellish them, or you know, that to me is a design, the creativity that I adore.
Embroidery. It's the extravagant touch that transforms the simplest garment into a work of art. Adrian Vittadini appliques scrollwork for graphic impact. And jewel lace embroidery motifs enrich Ferret's cocktail suits. Valentino weaves intricate florals with lace for classic elegance and simplicity. At Dior, Mark Bowen's jeweled embroideries distinctly colored dinner jackets. And at Bill Blass, the sun shines well into the evening with beaded jewels. Embroidery, velvet, extravagant trims, the most luxurious looks this season. He was born in 1932, and by the time he reached his early 30s, his couture house in Rome was an undeniable success. He is an Italian designer with a fierce dedication to making women beautiful. And his personal style, originality, and panache have made his name synonymous with sophistication and elegance. Meet Valentino, the impresario of some of the world's most luxurious designs. Known for his glamorous and opulent clothes, season after season, Valentino pays homage to women with clothes that are feminine and refined, the ultimate in luxury fabrics and cut. Valentino revels in the limelight, and his life is as glamorous as the clothes he designs, with villas from Gstaad to Capri. The Valentino label is much in demand from buyers around the world for its quality, deluxe fabrics, and impeccable line. His is a fashion empire that bills over $300 million a year in a business that includes women's wear, menswear, and furs.
I am feeling wonderful. Wonderful because I believe in what I have done until now, and I love very much fashion. I think if, when I was a little child, they predict to me that one day I would be a designer, and I think that I am not able to do anything else. I am just a designer. For that reason, maybe I am successful today because I love very much my work. And I think that collection means that I want to tell that woman has to be feminine, has to be glamorous, has to be young and feminine again, because this is what I am looking for in every collection. But I have to tell you, I love stripes and polka dots because for me they are not print, they are almost classic. And I think I always use in my spring collection polka dots for sure, a lot, all the time. And this time stripes. It's pretentious maybe from my part to say then I really don't want to change anything.
This season, Valentino offers luxury from day wear to evening wear. For the ultimate in luxurious suit dressing, embroidered suede suits trimmed with fur. For the cocktail hour, velvet and satin, with luxurious beaded trims and lace details. At night, Valentino pulls out all the stops with elaborate evening dresses in rich colors. Luxury that begins with a capital V, Valentino. The name is synonymous with the world's finest embroidery, and designers from Schiaparelli to Dior employ the master touch of lissage to create some of the most dramatic evening looks. On the exclusive Place Vendôme in Paris, the House of Lissage has opened a new boutique filled with pieces of lissage embroideries on a new line of accessories. The boutique was once owned by designer Elsa Schiaparelli, but today it is the home of the lissage embroideries that she helped to make famous in the 1930s. The creation of each precious item is the work of Francois Lesage, whose mother gave the house its name.
Everything which is here is handmade, as well as the embroidery, as the gloves, as the bags. The only thing we paste is that what we glue, it's the embroidery on the metal, but all the rest is handmade. We make things more and more finer, and while we are, in a certain way, an artist of fashion, it's a fact that more and more art and fashion are a companion.
Fashion becomes art here in the Lesage workrooms, where skilled craftsmen create embroidery that decorate precious accessories. From handbags to jewelry, the Lesage touch is unmistakable. Each piece combines wit with elegance, and the boutique is a treasure chest filled with miniature works of art.
Any pieces of what we do is a little piece of art. The prices are reasonable, but it gives the opportunity to the lady who wants to create a proper personality, to wear a little ayalaya black dress, and if she has a cocktail for the evening, for instance, in 5 minutes she can change her look with a very nice belt or a surrealist bag or a pair of earrings or even hats that we are going to do.
From extravagant dresses to exquisite accessories, the luxurious looks of Lesage.
To the fashion because the fur is a so nice, so sensual material and so natural material. I mean, in the world of today, it's wonderful to use a so natural product, so natural material as a fur.